Hello, my name is Brian Theory, and I am a technical auditor here at Reliability First. Today's demonstration is how to use the MKinsight web portal for registered entities. Reliability First is rolling out a new communication medium that will essentially replace the Reliability First extranet. Very similar to the extranet, it uses a web-based form of communication so that we can securely share documents and data back and forth. MKinsight is the software program that we use when we do our compliance engagements. It helps us organize the data and classify our findings and observations. This program has a functionality where we set up the registered entity as an MKinsight business user. All this means is that you can securely get into the MKinsight web portal using your OATI certificate for an added security. Before an upcoming engagement, the process coordinator here at Reliability First will contact you to get a list of people that you would like on your staff to have access to the MKinsight web portal. This list is typically limited to 2 or 3 people, and each person must already have an OATI certificate. Once you get access to the web portal, we will use it to share information back and forth. Let me begin by showing you how this works. When you receive this instruction manual, which I'm showing on the screen right now, this instruction manual will have a link right here to the web portal. Also, when we set up the PCC and others as MKinsight business users, you will also receive an email which has this link as well. When you open up this link, I would suggest saving it as a favorite or bookmarking it so that you have easy access to this website, as you'll be going back and forth to it several times during the engagement. The premise of the web portal is that we can share observations with the registered entity. Don't get hung up on the word observation. It's just the word from the system until we can come up with a better word. We have observations which are both data requests and informational. All it is a way to share information with you and or possibly ask for information in reply. So when I talk about sending an observation or responding to an observation, it's simply a data request or just an informational attachment that we would like to send to you. When you first get onto the website, it will look like this. You will type in the account name. The account name will be listed on that email you'll get. It's also listed in the instruction manual. When you actually get in here, you will type in MKinsight-live for the live system, but for today's demonstration, I'm going to use the training system. Next, you will put in your username, which is specified in the email. And when the process coordinator contacts you, the process coordinator will also tell you your username, but it will usually be your email address. The process coordinator will also provide you with a preliminary default password. Don't worry, you will be allowed to change and update the password the first time you log in. Since I've already been in the system, I did not have to sign the user's agreement, but the first time that you get onto the system, you will get a page that looks like this called the MKinsight Software License Agreement. After reading the terms and conditions, click here at the bottom and then click Close. That will be the one and only time that you need to sign the license agreement to get into the system. Next, you will get a prompt which is showing on the screen of changing your password. Once again, enter the default password that was provided to you from the process coordinator, and then put in a new, stronger password. MKinsight will comment on the strength of your password. You can see mine is good based on the characters, letters, numbers, and signs that you use when making your password. The first time you do this, it will take you back to this screen where you're going to have to log in again. Going forward, it won't bounce you back to this screen. Your initial screen will look something like this. The only toolbars at the top we need to really concentrate on are the Actions and Observations tab. We are not yet using the audit reports. Configuration is useful if you want to change your password, but other than that, we're just going to mostly focus on the Actions and Observations, which results in these tabs as shown: Recent Activity, My Observations, and All Observations. As you could tell, when I first got onto this, it goes into My Observations. In the middle of an engagement, if you only want to see new ones, you might want to click on Recent Activity. But for the most part, clicking on My Observations, you can see it's highlighted in blue, should be sufficient. And you could sort your observations. And you could play around with this, find out whichever way you like. One way I like to sort my observations is by theme. Let's start with observation 792. From the column that says unique reference, you can see that every observation, whether it's an informational observation or a data request observation, has a unique number in the MKinsight system. So for example, we're not there yet, but if we were to send a request for information, we could say see observation 805. It would be very easy to find that number on your system. When you click on the blue letters that say select, they will open up a screen on the right-hand half column of your screen. So for example, I'm going to click on Audit Notification, and you can see the right-hand half of the screen populates. The example is for the ABC company. It's a test audit, and you can see right here the theme is Notification. It's an audit notification for an upcoming monitoring engagement. And you can see who it's assigned to. It could be possibly assigned to, it's usually assigned to the entity's PCC, but it actually could be sent to 2 or 3 people, whoever you would like set up as MKinsight business users. You see there's 2 tabs at the top, Details and Attachments. Very easy to click back and forth. The attachments provide links to documents for you to open. So for example, I'm going to click on the audit notification.doc. Depending on what web browser you're using, you'll usually get a prompt such as open, save, or cancel. I'm going to open it, knowing I can save it later. What you're seeing on the screen right now is just our template audit notification. This would be specific to your upcoming engagement, whether it's an audit or a spot check, SIP or 693, on-site or off-site. This would be filled out and populated. When you open it up, you could save it on your shared network drives. You could print it, anything you could do with a normal Word document. With the work histories, and the Code of Business Conduct Ethics are typical documents we send out with the audit notification. The general instructions, I'll click on that one, is a standard document we send out with the upcoming audit notifications. So normally these files would be in the extranet in a section called drop off for the entities. Right now they're in the MKinsight web portal. And anytime you click on Observation 792, you can find these. Let's go to Attachment A. I'm going to click on 793. Attachment A, I'll go into the attachments. It's just the list of standards and requirements in the scope of your engagement. When you get into Attachment B has a different flavor, and it says right here at the top, it's a request for information. When you clicked on 793, it didn't say that it was a request for information. When you clicked on 794, it says right here at the top, request for information. This is asking the entity to respond to this observation. So it says the entity certification signature. When you click on attachments, it's the same thing. You open what we sent to you, and this is our typical attachment B that we send out that you populate. So let's just say I'll put my name, Brian Theory, certify that ABC company and I'm just certifying that my responses, are the truth and nothing but the truth. Put the date, the signature, and what you'll do is when you're done with this is you'll upload and attach your response to attachment B. So for example, you could type in here, attachment B dash ABC company entity response. When you upload files, we ask that you put a descriptive file name that's different than the one that was uploaded. So I'm going to go to Browse Files. I'm going to go into Evidence. Suppose this is your attachment B response. I'm going to rename it attachment B underscore ABC company. And I'm going to click Upload. When I click Upload, you can see it was added to the list of documents below. If I want to view it, all I have to do is click on it. So this is just a very simple PDF. It didn't follow the format, but it just says, we attest to the evidence submitted, ABC company. If you made a mistake, you can always click the red X to delete it. It says, are you sure? Yep. And it goes away. So that's how you would upload files. However, there's one very important thing to keep in mind. So let me do this one more time. Attachment B, ABC company. I'm going to add the PDF, upload it. This update button at the top is essentially your save button. If I click away from this, it will not save that I uploaded this document until I hit update. So I'm going to click update so to make sure that it is saved. I'll give you a peek into our system is that if I go into attachment B now in our MKinsight system and I click on attachments, here's the one we sent you, the Word document. Here's the response, attachment B underscore ABC company. I could click on that and open it. And here's how I received the data from you. We attest to the evidence submitted, ABC company. So the MKinsight web portal, very similar to how we used to do drop-offs and pickups in the extranet. It works the same way. For attachment C, this is once again a request for information. You'll get the Excel file. Let me show it to you. Sorry about the delay. I had to close a couple other Excels already open on my machine. This is the standard, spreadsheet that we send to you. For example, if we're auditing PRC5, you would provide a list of relays, and then we would, highlight them after sampling, and you would provide those as evidence. So let's just see how this would work out. Here's how you would respond. Attachment C, list of sampled data, ABC company. I'm going to upload this Excel document. So let me show you what I uploaded. So here's what I uploaded. Suppose you gave us a list of 4 relays, a list of 9 batteries and chargers, and a list of dates that your generators were running. One was continuously, one was a peaker, so it was only on a certain number of days. So that might be an example of what you're sending back to Reliability First. You would click Update, and if you clicked on Attachment C again, you could see that there's the document, ABC Company Attachment C results that you sent back to us. Reliability First would open the observation, and we would see that ABC Company sent something back to us. What we would do then is let me show you what we do, is we'd go through and we'd highlight the samples we want. So for this example, I highlighted 1, 2, and 4. For the relays, for the batteries, I highlighted 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. And for the VAR data, I said please show VAR data for certain days that were sampled, whether from the NERC methodology or other. We would then upload that document. So now you see there's 3 documents. One was the original spreadsheet that was sent to you. The second one was your results where you added your list of relays or VAR data or personnel. And now the third one would be the one with the highlighted samples that we actually want evidence for. Now you see when you go back into Attachment C, there's a third document, sampled by RF. If you get this message about we found some problems with the content, just click yes for the Excels and they'll open up. So this is, the evidence that we sampled, the highlighted, evidence we would like back. Now there's a couple observations we haven't talked about yet. I'm going to go back to theme. Initial evidence requests. This is for when you're submitting your data for the standards are in the scope of the audit. We used to set up folders on the extranet. Now we essentially have folders, or let's just call them observations, set up on the MKinsight web portal. So for example, if you click on 797, this is a request for information, 30-day submittal, top 2-2.1b. Please provide evidence for compliance with the requirements of this standard. You can see there's no attachments in there yet because this is where the entity would upload their attachments for evidence of TOP-002. So they would enter a file description, find the file they want to upload, and then click upload. And don't forget to hit update to save it. So there might be a Word document, RSOL response, and then there might be an additional PDF that has the evidence. There could be multiple PDFs. But what you do is you upload them into the web portal, and essentially they're put directly at the standard level, TOP-002-2.1b. So it doesn't matter if this is for requirements 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. All of that evidence will be uploaded by standard as needed. If you have any questions when using this software, please give myself a call. My name is Brian Theory. You can reach me at 216-503-0636, or you can call your team lead, or you could call George Spila. His number is 216-503-0634. Also, the communication guide goes through all of this information that I've just went through in the video. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you very much for your participation, and good luck, and give us a call if you have any questions. Thank you, and have a good day.